Greetings, greetings, greetings. Y'all, look, I'm just. This is me, real raw and uncut, literally on the toilet. Y'all can judge me all you want to. I really don't give a flying fluke, fluck, blip, blip, pluck. I'm literally on the toilet, but once you are receiving something, messages and stuff, I got to get it out. But there's gonna be more to it. I really don't give up. I'm really on the toilet. But the thing is that I was already sitting here, but in a sense I was going to get my camera. But then again, I was like, let me just turn it on. So, yeah, I ain't gotta worry about it because you ain't gotta wipe. I'm gonna clean my camera off, probably with some Florida water, wash my hands. But anyway, I don't really care. You are seeing, greetings to everyone. Peace and blessings and harmony. There is a greater peace and prosperity coming to those. There is a greater pain and suffering. This is spiritual warfare at its finest. You're like, what do you mean? Bum, bum, bum. There's so many things that are happening, unfolding, the veils. This is for people that are coming into your awakening or awareness of the other side spiritually, the awakening. The sleeping giant has awakened. Just so many things. You're seeing a lot of the veils. Some of the things come on, mama, speak to me. Just say it. It's like a show right now before the curtain closes. There's going to be like an amplifying and the karma that is coming to the so-called Americans. If I feel like, well, I know the Americas was created off of Cancerian energy or Capri, the ancient word I believe it is. But Cancer, those that are familiar with Zodiac, the mother sign, the nurturing, the ever-changing, the emotional, meaning ever-changing emotions. But anywho, so what you're seeing broadcasted is a part of the I want to say trauma, but I feel like it's overused, or trauma or hidden agendas, secrets, rage. I would like to say the name Lilith because there's a transit happening where it's something to do with the dark moon and Lilith, or some transit, something to do with Lilith. But there is a lot of emotions, and this is from over time with yeah, I am in the bathroom. I am sitting on the toilet. Make your assumptions. But there's so much deeper, like even to this has a lot to do with a lot of divine unions. Has a lot to do with union with self, oneness with self, coming into oneness, and this is a very selective few. The collective conscious, also the individual conscious, the purifying of the old narrative, dying out or being dismantled, an old empire. And see, we're talking more about the patriarchal, which again has place. It has its purpose. Let me. And see, this is the thing when you're dealing with, if you want to look at polarity, but more so when you look at duality. See, when I look at duality rather than polarity is, polar opposites: spiritual, physical, dark, light, good, evil. If you want to use those terms. But what I'm saying is this. where there is darkness, there is light. So we are seeing how a display of the righteousness being illuminated in this moment. Having a peace of mind in this moment is everything for those that are not well aware. Those that have done what we know are called the shadow, which mean the polarity thing, when you go to the darkness, have accepted, acknowledged, embraced their dark side, like Luke Skywalker, or Darth Vader. So, and it goes as even so much as deep as, this is going to be another topic where I speak about the spiritual warfare on, the incubus, succubus energies, the jinns, what else, mama? Just a lot of things being cleared. And when there's there's clarity, there's more awareness of the other side. So what has happened or is happening physically is the injustice, whether there is justice, this is divine justice and divine order at play. So where there is injustice physically, there's still spiritual justice. Where there is spiritual justice, we may see it physically. And this is spiritual justice at play. This is divine, higher up, mama universe, mama oracle, big mama stepping in. And so when we're seeing this, I can only laugh. Like, this is a display of ignorance, but it's also blissful. When you're seeing the battle between or over the womb, but at the same moment, this is karma for a lot of people, in the sense of how what has happened through years and eons spiritually, and then now the healing of the matriarchal. And see this see, the patriarchal aspect played a major part into the healing and bringing more awareness now until Ma, representing the magic, matriarchal. And so this is healing the lineages from past to present and then so forth. So these things that are happening, this anger that's been pushed down over time in the wombs of the women, that's been passed through due to the manipulation, the deception, and so many things that have been happening through years, and it is going and always going to date back or go back to the original woman of this planet, which is the darker shaded woman, the melanated woman, the ancient black woman, if you want to use those terms. And or there will be a highlighted on how sensitive and how fucked up people are, and in what's the word, inhumane they are. How some people are going to decide not to even be with people because of their spiritual enlightenment or awareness, due to the fact of the healing that will bring to themselves and the lineages. Some people are going to become more aware spiritually, their part that they have played in past lives up to this very moment, and now to usher in higher, more awareness, connections, partnerships, using their gifts rather to heal rather than no longer harming. And this is just what it is. I mean, I'm going to go more deeper, but I'm letting you know, like, for just as much you're seeing physically, there is a heightening and a more of awareness spiritually. Like, your gifts are going to become more, you're going to become more aware, and it's due to the fact of the frequency. The sun is getting hotter, the weather is ever changing. There is stuff that are going to be shifting. There are big storms coming. There are things that are happening. There are things that are coming that only people that are in tune, and is given to certain people, so it brings forth a new way of being. And not, see, previously was given to people who knew and had awareness of these gifts, but they abused their gifts. You know, we're being told that, oh, we're just this and that. No. A lot of things are for your protection. I'm where I'm supposed to be for my divine guidance and protection. But at the same moment, as your gifts heighten or you become more aware, you're also going to become more aware that it's for your protection. And not only just for you, but for others that you will come into alignment with. The more you are in line with the divine, you will come in more in contact with those that you'll realize how synchronistic, or you know, how beautifully this is orchestrated. Those nudges, those intuition. See, if it's so much to say. Nothing was normal. We are returning to things being balanced between the feminine and masculine energies, the traits. And so you're fucking crazy to think you're gonna hold on to a society or a place or anything that is falling apart. I'm not gonna, you got free will, but I'm letting you know. And see, this is what people fear the most. They fear the unknown. And see, I was expressing this to a lot of sisters, or the feminine aspect of myself, the women. I'm like, yo, do you not realize that, see, you've been in a microwavable society, or you know, it's, you know, the attention span, try to pay attention to something that's very short and is more focused physically. So if they give you these things just to keep you distracted, then it's more of now spirit showing you that you don't know. In a sense, you know, but the unknown is you trusting the now and breathing and becoming more aware of your spiritual aspect and becoming more spiritual, leaning more towards the conscious, rather than trying to be so dependent on this physical shit, which is somewhat of an illusion. And so people fear the unknown. They don't know what's next. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's next. I don't know what to do. And they panic. And they lose it. They don't know what to do. And in that process, even myself, when you feel like you're losing your mind, you're gaining more awareness of the other side. You're gaining more awareness of something higher, more vibrant. You're gaining more awareness of source. It's not supposed to make sense to those on a lower vibration, darling. It's not supposed to make sense. Stop it. There is no more saving people. Okay? You have to focus on yourself. I'm gonna switch it up. You have to focus on yourself. You are your savior, darling. And so a lot of these things karmically that we see, oh my God, karma is so bad. No. You're gonna see that those that have ran from the very things they were supposed to run to, which is self. Yourself, your higher self, the higher awareness, as you not wanting to eat these things anymore, not wanting to be in this connection anymore, not wanting to, oh, if you stay there, guess what? You're going to experience the same thing, the cycle, until you change it. Isn't that what karma is? Isn't that what a loop? A loop is not the same thing as completing a cycle. So, some of us are aware now that certain connections, we're supposed to keep moving forward and honoring that and becoming more higher awareness to bring forth something new that's unseen, that's not familiar to what people know what to be normal. This is the divine. So a lot of what we're experiencing is for your protection, and you're not in control. You're seeing the illusion of control here. The Americas and all these people like they're in control. You're not in control. As something is being destroyed, something new is being built. And we are building, creating. Had I not experienced things that were not being built upon truth and honesty and high vibrations of love, then how would I know what to do and create it now? Whoa! I had to become aware of that. I had to sit with myself in the darkness. And that shit, the void, I had to sit with that. And I had to become aware of my everything. Some people are afraid of this, the darkness. They are afraid of their shadow. They are afraid of their demons. And then they realize, like, wow, it's just me. Who am I really afraid of? What am I really afraid of? What is this really about? See, when you look at dual, it's like this versus this, and it's no, is it you versus you? Or is it just you and you and you and you and you and you? When it all catches up with you, you're like, oh man, it was me. Is it didn't even me is, if I'm made in the image of God or Source or the Creator, what am I tripping over? And you become more aware, do you see who is afraid of the darkness? Who really is afraid of themselves? Who's really promoting and pushing the fear of illusion? Face everything and run. Face everything and rise. I've never known a phoenix to be a coward. A phoenix is very courageous because all the things that it was sent to destroy rose from the very ashes. And the phoenix is rising as we speak, as we're in this present moment. So, it's beautiful and great things that are coming. But with creation, what is creation without the chaos? So some of you have to realize that you are at levels of coming into something new that is unfamiliar. Are you going to embrace it with love, or are you going to be fearful of it? Because even karma still doesn't stop, because you're going to come into karmic relationships in the sense of it's teaching you something about yourself. Yourself, people, to elevate your awareness of who you are, what you came here to be, and what legacy are you going to leave. And even all of that is greater than what just not only individually but collectively. All right? Now this is me signing off. This is your broadcast for today on, I don't even know what day. It doesn't matter. I'm in present. But there's more coming to you live. Peace. Shalom. Stay blessed. Stay dangerous, as some would say, or just stay present.